Hi Reese, this video is for you. This is our first video. It's to talk about Wednesday's lesson, Wednesday, December 1st, and it comes from the book 4-2b, and we're going to have variables on both sides of the equation. So let's do a little review question. So a review question might say x plus 4 equals 10. And we would sing the silly song, and we would say minus 4, cross out what's my answer. X is 6. Maybe we have a two-song equation. 2x plus 8 equals 14. So we're going to sing two songs. The first one is minus 8, cross out what's my answer. Then I rewrite the question, and I'm ready to sing my second song. Divide by 2, cross out what's my answer, and I get 3, x equals 3. Now, in both of these situations, we had a variable, just one variable. Here he was x. Then we had a number on the left and a number on the right. So we wanted to get rid of this number by subtracting, making him a 0. So we don't want any more numbers with our letter. Over here, we wanted to get rid of this number, and we got down to this equation and divided. But in both of these, there's only one variable. Here's x, and here's x. But this lesson is going to have variables on both sides of the equal sign. So here's what that might look like. I have variables on the left side and variables on the right side. What am I calling left and right? If I break it apart, this is my left side, this is my right side. Using the equal sign, that separates the two sides. If you think about it in science class, if you had a balance beam and you had like a pan over here and a pan over there, then this would be our left, where we would put stuff on the left side of the triple beam balance, and this side, or not a triple beam balance, just a regular balance, I guess, and this would be the right side. So in math, it's similar. Left side, equal sign separates, right side. Okay, so now let's decide what is our song going to be. We still have a song. What's our song going to be? Our song, okay, let me ask this. Over in this question, I wanted to get rid of the 4. So my song was whatever the opposite of 4 is, because I wanted all my numbers on the right and my letters on the left. And that doesn't, it could be the other way around, but we want letters on one side, numbers on one side. So we moved the number over here. I got letters on the left. I got letters on the right. I don't need to move him. He's just fine. If I do minus 48 as my first song, there's no numbers to subtract 48 from. So our first song is going to be, have you guessed it yet? Minus 3x, cross out what's my answer. So in that we are now going to subtract this whole chunk. We're subtracting the 3 and the x. We're not getting rid of just the 3. We're getting rid of this whole chunk of stuff. So I want it to turn into 0. So how do I do that? I subtract 3 minus 3 gives me 0. Remember, this is attached to the 48. He has nothing to do with this. So I come over here, I say minus 3x, cross out what's my answer. So what would 9x minus 3x be? It would be 6x. Now I rewrite 6x equals, well, this is gone, and I'm left with a positive 48 on the right side. So now this looks normal. We divide by 6, cross out what's my answer. X turns into 8. Okay, let's do another one. So I know this doesn't feel comfortable because it's not what we've been doing up to this point. Let's do 4x plus 20 equals 9x. All right, so I've got letters on the left, a number on the left, and letters on the right. I don't want to get rid of this number, otherwise there won't be anybody there. Let me show you what it would look like. if my first song was minus 9x, cross out what's my answer, I would be left with this. And I wouldn't have anything on the right-hand side. So that's not going to make sense. I can't sing that song. Okay, so what song do I need to sing? Should I do minus 20? Nope. I should subtract 4x. Minus 4x minus 4x. Because you can only add and subtract like terms, and these are alike. They both have an x. There is no like term to 20 on the right side. So our song is minus 4x, cross out what's my answer, rewrite the question. This now looks familiar. Divide by 5, divide by 5. I'm going to write x equals 4. I'm just because I like putting x on the left, but you could say 4 equals x. Okay, if you have some pencil, paper and pencil or paper and pen, you try this one and pause the video and see if you can get the right answer. Did you get 7? Did you get x equals 7? So my first song was to subtract 6x. I come over here and subtract 6x. That leaves me with 2 x's. I rewrite. So the stuff in pink is me rewriting it. Divide by 2, and I get a 7. All right, what about when it looks like this? Now I've got variables on the left and the right. I've got numbers on the left and the right. So holy cow, what song do I sing first? I got a lot of choices, don't I? Well, I'm going to tell you, there's 4 options. So I wrote it 4 times. There's 4 ways we can do the first song. And what's crazy is it comes up with the same answer every time. So I'll tell you my favorite song is to get rid of this person, the X that's on the right. That just happens to be my favorite, what I like to do. So I'm going to do it first. Minus 10x, cross out what's my answer, rewrite the question. Negative 4x plus 10 equals negative 14. Now it turns into a 2-song equation. We would subtract 10 and divide by negative 4. But let's look at option number 2. I don't have to get rid of this guy first. What if I want to get rid of the 6x first? Minus 6x, cross out what's my answer. Oh, I'm not crossing that guy out. Cross out what's my answer. Rewrite everything. I get 10 equals 4x minus 14. Again, this is a 2-song, 2-step equation. I'm going to add 14 and divide by 4. Let's go to option 3. Option 3, I could subtract 10 first. Minus 10, cross out what's my answer. Rewrite the question, 6x equals 10x minus 24. And finally, in this bottom corner, the option we haven't done is to get rid of the 14. So I'm going to add 14, cross out what's my answer. Then I get 6x plus 24 equals 10x. So all of these are going to end up having the same answer for x. So I went through and almost finished each of them. In the top corner, I subtracted 10. I haven't divided by negative 4 yet, but if I did, I would get positive 6. In this case, I added 14 and got 24. If I do the division, x is going to be 6, just like over here. This one matches this one matches this one. So in the end, no matter how we do it, we get the same answer, and that is x equals 6. So we can start with any song we want. This is my favorite. I like to get rid of the letter because then this looks very traditional. This doesn't look as normal or traditional. This doesn't look as normal. This doesn't look as normal. But this one feels like what we have been doing. So then I can sing 2 songs, minus 10, and divide by a negative 4. If you still have your paper and pencil, try this one. You can sing any song you want. first, and then it'll dictate what you do next. But when I work it out, I'm going to get rid of 7x. Pause the video and try it. I ended up getting positive 17. So let's talk through what I did. I subtracted 7x. That gave me a negative 2x. In blue is when I rewrote everything. So I had negative 2x, plus sign, 20, equal sign, subtraction or negative sign, and 14. Then I subtracted 20 from both sides. This is a really add question, so I got negative 34. Stuff in blue is me rewriting it. My last song was to divide by negative 2, and I got positive 17. All right, try your homework on this lesson. Good luck, and anything you don't understand, I will help you when you get back.